Hi, my name's Dee and welcome to Sunchild Tarot. Now this is, well, these are even, because it's a bulk introduction, these are your full moon Gods at Play readings. Now I do the Gods at Play readings because full moons are about oppositions. They are moon opposition sun. They are also about illumination, about light being shed upon things. So they can be very much about revelation. I've made some notes about this particular full moon because let's face it, we've just come off the back of the peak of the Jupiter-Pluto conjunction, which is playing out in a very interesting way, both in the world and energetically, if you're sensitive to that sort of thing. Certainly I noticed a little something. Little probably being a very patronising and minimising word there. But anyway, moving on. This full moon in Libra is at 18 degrees of Libra, so that is a master degree. Very much about death and rebirth, but being Libra, it's also very much about balance. And the themes that seem to be coming out of the astrologers are the balance between personal freedom and submission to a higher power, whether that be God, the divine, or whether that be governments, corporations, the law, whatever. Balance between your personal life and your relationships, and it's a very relationship themed moon as well, and also balance within, basically with your shadow self. So there's a lot of potential for work for you to be doing with your own shadow side and letting a lot of things go. This full moon in Libra is very much a declaration to act, and you may find yourself doing a complete about face on some belief or another that you have held for a long time, where you suddenly go, you know what, it's not even that I used to be wrong, but now I'm going to do something completely different because what I did think doesn't apply anymore. And it may well be some form of illumination that brings this to the surface. Now, there isn't a question with this reading. We are looking at the energies that are in play. The top row, it takes a very Gnostic view of the gods, seeing them as archontic forces or energies that are pressing us down, that are trying to separate us from our higher purpose, our higher selves. The bottom row of cards will be those forces, gods or energies that are trying to lift us up, that are assisting us to reach towards our higher purpose, our higher self, ascension, if you're into that sort of thing. Now, there's a timestamp, like I said, down below. You can fast forward through all my blurb because you want to look at your sun sign, probably first, which everybody does, but your rising sign as well. And it's a full moon. Look at your moon sign. You can examine other areas of your chart as well. And I will say in the readings which house this is happening in for which rising sign. Anything else, any other details, they're in the description below. Please press like, it helps promote the video. Please subscribe, it helps the channel, and I am very, very grateful. And thank you so much for everybody who has subscribed so far. I think I've only said that in about one video, and I'm slowly approaching 400 videos already, but I'm still a young channel and every subscriber helps. There is a link to a Facebook group down there, so if you want to see maybe slightly more effective notifications than the YouTube notifications of when I release new videos, but also I post all the astrology videos that I am learning stuff from because they're good astrologers and they're well worth a watch, simple as that. And sometimes I post readings from other readers because they deserve the exposure and they're good readers. There is a lot of good readers. Quick plug, Divinely Feminine, Woke Therapist, Jamie Zebra 23, Queen Cup. That was the other one that I wanted to recommend, Queen Cup. I think that's everything. Oh, finally, if you don't know what your rising or moon sign are, there's a link down there. You can get a free birth chart by following that link. You just need to know your time and place of birth as well as your date. So, I think I've waffled enough. With no further ado, let me bring up the cards. And welcome Aquarius Rising, Aquarius Moon and other placements if you've joined us just after the timestamp. And if you are Aquarius rising, then this is occurring in your 9th house, where you get to broaden your horizons, either spiritually, academically, or via travel. But that travel may be by Google Street View at the moment, let's be quite honest, or by the TV screen. So, the God forces that are trying to suppress you, the archontic masks that are separating you from your higher self. We have Typhon with anger and rage, Athena with strategy, Hecate with protection, Eos with dawn. Continuing the theme, we have Hemera with rebirth, but Eos, goddess of the dawn, and Hemera, goddess of the day. This is followed by the Morai with destiny, so dawn, day and destiny, or dawn, day and future. In your corner, helping lift you up, we have Garuda, again with travel. So we've got that 9th house vibe, but I'm feeling that it's probably more of a philosophical travel than anything. We have Baba Yaga with authenticity, which is an interesting one. Angana with health. Aphrodite with attraction. Nemazine with inspiration. And Demeter with harvest. And the angel energy covering this entire reading is the guardian angel of creativity. Creative energy flows for me the more I choose to express my feelings. Now, expressing your feelings, that may be a little bit of a trap at the moment, because working against you, Typhon with rage and Athena with strategy. Is somebody working around you to make you mad in order for them to protect what is theirs, or in order to force you to go all protective? Ask what they've got to gain from that. Ask how they're... because these seems to be two separate things. There's the Typhon, Athena and Hecate. Being manipulated to be angry about something in order to act defensively or to make some form of choice. Remember, Hecate can be a crossroads goddess. In the meantime, we have Eos with the dawn, Hemera with rebirth, and the Morai with destiny. So, some form of new beginning that is offered to you that seems very beguiling and alluring, and oh, this will cement your future. But this is in the row of those forces that are trying to suppress you. So, I don't necessarily believe a word of it. So, I'll wait till I've cast all the tarot for that, and we'll find out what that's on about. But I am really interested in this bottom row. We have Garuda with travel. But what I think of when I see Garuda is his faithfulness. He made a promise to Indra after Indra cured his wife of something. Some disease or some poison or something, and became Indra's steed for the rest of his natural life. And being a god, that was a long time, and probably still is a long time. And then we have Baba Yaga with authenticity. Now, she's one of those child-stealing witches, wanders around the Slavic lands in a hut with chicken legs, giant chicken legs that make her hut walk. But she was very much a very, very powerful sorceress. Have a look who has been faithful to you and who has been authentic with you for however long. Maybe recently, maybe for years. They're the ones to trust at the moment. Do not fall prey if some... This could be, if it wasn't in such a weird time, this could be the effects of somebody trying to stir the pot with a very big wooden spoon and try and set people against one another. That's what I'm getting with the Typhon and the Athena, and the very fact that we have that faithfulness and authenticity flying in the face of Typhon and Athena. But I feel that there is a choice that's coming up to you where you may believe that what you're doing is protecting what is yours, and it's a choice that you have to make really, really quickly, and that there's a right. Okay, Hecate's with this lot rather than with them, because it offers a new beginning, but it is really taking a chance. Let's have a look at I've shuffled quite enough. Right, so yes, there is a new beginning on offer. I don't rate it because this new beginning is trying to push you down. It's on the archontic row. It's on the forces that are trying to keep you away from your higher purpose. So stick with your faithfulness, whether it's you being faithful to an idea or to a philosophy, to a person, or somebody being faithful to you. Because, clarifying Baba Yaga, I have the Eight of Swords. Now, the Eight of Swords can be a very, very anxiety-driven card where you're trapping yourself. I don't feel that at all from here. Look at how this woman is standing there, levitating the Eight Swords around her. That's how I'm seeing it right now. That's not a cage that she is in. Those are swords that she's summoning like she's a character out of some anime cartoon or another. You know, there's... and you just know that those swords are going to go and fight all on their own for her, and she doesn't need to see what they're doing because she knows. She has that inner sense. You have the inner sense of what is authentic to you. You have the inner sense of what can protect you, and you know what it is that you need to look after your health. You need to set your own rules and lead where you're attracted to. And where you are attracted to is where you will see fairness and justice. Normally I would say be attracted to the fair thing. That's what I've said in other readings today. But here it feels the other way around. Follow what you are attracted to, not what someone else is trying to force you into. And that is where you will find the fairness and the justice. You will be inspired and receive a harvest from that. One that has a huge spiritual aspect. So for somebody who's trying to cause trouble and to try and make you feel bad and to cause an argument and then dangle some form of wish fulfillment as a solution to that argument, you may have heard the phrase problem, reaction, solution, I think. It's suddenly gone whack out the back of my head. But like somebody has created a problem, then they have offered a solution for it. You have reacted, and then they have offered a solution for it. 9 of Cups there. But it's just, they're made of tinfoil, those cups. They are not wish fulfillment. That is not a good place to be. You need to be in a place where you're being authentically you and demonstrating your own power. You step out of an anime cartoon and summon 8 swords into being and levitate them. That's your job. No one else can do it for you, for one thing. But also notice you've got the 2 8s. There's an equal challenge here on either side. Now, fire is a higher energy than air. So you may feel like there is a struggle that it's an uphill battle, but it's well worth it. And you have everything that you need for it with this 10 of Pentacles here. However, steel is better than wood. So this is a fight that you need to go through, but you will win. You will win in spades. So you have to be, you have to express your feelings, yes, but not the anger. Express the feelings of, this is what I want to do. This is what feels right. This is where I'm going to go on the philosophy that's always been faithful to me, with the friend who has always been faithful to me, with the belief or the skill or the job that has always been faithful to me, not this load of nonsense that's just making me confused and angry. Step away from the anger. It is simply a distraction. Whatever it is that's making you angry, the whole situation is a distraction, and it promises a new beginning at the end of it that isn't worth the paper it's written on. So we have Hahuya with protection, so you are protected during all of this, and Simis, or actually I know him as Simiges, with physical and moral imperfection, something to be very, very aware of, in sort of the moral imperfections in this. But the physical imperfections, there's this concentration on health. And I'm feeling that looking at physical imperfections, which is such a horrible term, but these are based on medieval writings, so, you know, I'll cut them some slack. But this concentration on health, on the physical imperfections, is what leads to good stuff. So I'm not saying reject the physical imperfections. I'm saying just pay attention to them. They are a key, a clue that will lead you to something. Interestingly, Aingana, I suppose that's another version of Echidna, because it's a snake woman. Maybe she's a Naga. But I get the feeling of you being offered the chance to shed your skin and take charge, as long as you follow what you are attracted to, which will then bring you justice and fairness. In that order. Follow what you're attracted to, and then. So that's it from those. In fact, that's it from all of the cards, because this is a wonderful bottom row. There is so much energy here. 10 of Pentacles. My anime character stepping into this 8 of Swords and using it for her own devices. The Emperor, the Justice, the High... yeah. 1, 2, 3 major arcana. 10 of Pentacles and my anime character. That's a nice reading. That's a lot of powerful, positive cards on your side. Just step away from the anger and step away from the argument. You're being manipulated, and do not believe any of the promises that you are made. You're the one that makes the promises, not them. Okay, so if this means anything to you, Aquarius, please do comment down below. I've given you the like, share, subscribe speech, and your next readings will be your monthly readings. Join the Facebook group, links down there, and then you can contact me directly if you're wanting a personal reading, because let's face it, we all have the time right now. And also you can see where I post not just these videos, but all the astrology videos I watch, other readers. Yeah, come and join the fun. Cheers.